Back to another Flutter tutorial. In today's episode, let's focus on the business logic inside of our Flutter app. So to be able to improve this design right here, the first thing we need to do for this video is create our models. So our model will represent the data inside of our application. So to get started, we need to create a new subfolder inside of this lib folder called models. If you didn't see a video about how to organize your Flutter project, you can click the card that you see on the screen right here, or you can click on the link on the description below and watch that video. So to get started, select this lib folder right here and create a new subfolder. Let's name it this models, and inside of it we'll have a model that will represent our categories, the model that will represent our car, and so on. So add a new file called this car.dart, and then create a new file and call this categories or category.dart. So inside of these two classes we'll have a class. So for this one, this will be class category, and inside of it we'll need to provide a few properties for our category. The first one, this will be a final of type int, and this can be category ID. After that, we have a final, and this will be of type string, and this can be category name. After that, you have a final of type string 2, and this will be the path to our image for each category. So you can call this category cover. So now the only thing left to do is creating right here the category constructor, and inside of this parentheses we can use curly bracket. So for each property, this will be a name parameter. So require this dot and then category ID. Then you can use it right here, require this dot, and this can be the category name. So these two properties are required, but the last one you can call this category cover will be equal to, and here if no symbol is specifying, so if no image is specifying, by default it will display this car logo right here. So our path will be assets / image / car _ logo .jpg. Add a semicolon right here. So we already have defined our class for category. Now let's define for our car. So the car class right here will represent each car that we have inside of our application. So create this class right here, and this will have more properties than the category. So the first property, this will be final, and this can be a car, or actually let's remove this final. This will be of type int, and this can be car ID. After that, we have the string, and this can be the car brand. We can have the string, and this will be the year. So this year is the year that the car was made. So after that, we have the car. This will also be a string, and this can be the car model. So we have the brand and the model for the car, and the year we have right here int, and this can be the category ID. So this will be the same as this class right here, so we'll specify this ID. So this will be a property of type int for the category ID. Then we have the double for the price, and then we have the description. So this will be a string for description. And now we need to specify specification for the car. That can be the fuel type, the transition type, and the number of doors, number of seats, and if this mileage is unlimited or limit. So for that, let's call this a specification, and this will be a specification. So we need to create this class right here. So come right here, create a new file, and paste the name right here. This will be lowercase .dart, and here this also will be a class, and the name will be a specification. So now come right here, make sure we import this class, and now let's define our specification. So like I said, this can be of late, and this will be int, and this will be the number of doors. Again, late of type int, and this can be number of seats, late transition type. This will be an enum that we'll create shortly. And also we have late view type. This will also be an enum. So after the class, you can call right here enum, and then copy the name right here, transition type, and inside of it will specify all the types of the transitions that we have. The same thing for the view. This will be also a enum, pasted, and right here for the view, this can be gasoline, give it a comma, petroleum. This can be electrical, and it can also be hybrid. And now for our transition, we have automatic and standard. So now we have to define our constructor right here. So call the specification. Again, use curly bracket to make it a name parameter, and then just call this require this dot, and you specify these properties right here. Number of seats, let's just copy this, paste it. Number of doors, view type, and lastly this dot transition type. Let's format our document, and we also have right here late of type boolean, and this is unlimited mileage. So now we have our specification class ready. So come right here, and we also have right here inside of our car property, we have the specification defined, and also we need another enum for the ratings. So because we will use this more than once, let's create a separate file for this enum right here. So call this ratings. So let's create a new file right here inside of our model, new file, and call this ratings. And this will be an enum and call ratings. So we need to define the extension right here. This will be .dart. And here, this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this will be a rating from 1 to 5. So 1 being the worst and 5 being the best. So let's come right here, import and also this ratings class. And now the only thing left to do is call this constructor for our car. So require this dot, and then you need to specify all these properties. So just copy, paste a few more times, and now just changing the properties right here. So this will be the brand, the year, the car name, and then the category type or value, the price, and then the description. Let's copy this 2 more times for the specification and the ratings. So with that, we have all the necessary models for now. So now inside of this category, let's create a static list for now so we can create our layout. And as we move forward and we connect to the internet, we'll get this data from the web service. So create a static variable right here, and this will be a list of categories. Right here we need to provide a name, call these categories, and right here we need to specify the name, category ID, this will be 1, category name, this can be car, cars, and then category symbol, we can leave it empty because, like I said, we provide this default value right here. So just come right here, copy and paste a few more times, and let's change just the value for the ID and then the title for the name for your category. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. So cars, SUVs, this can be electrical, luxury, and this will be economic. And you can also create another one, and this you can call others, and this the value will be number 7. So with all this, you can just close all these models right here. So now we need to do some changes inside of my dashboard page. So let's change it to be a stateful widget, because now we need to keep track of our state. So because when the user select right here different categories, we need to update this list right here. So let's change this to be a stateful widget. Again, if you didn't see a video on how to create a stateful widget, click on the cards that you see right here on the screen, or you can click on the link below to watch that video. So change it right here to be a stateful widget. And now we need to specify another class that will be our state. So right here, let's close this one. This will be class. And this will be my dashboard state. Let's make it private. My dashboard page state. This will extend the state class, and here you call the name of your widget right here. So my dashboard page, and right here you need to do an override, or you can just come right here, paste it, create state, and this method will be assigned to our my dashboard state right here. Do one override right here, add override, so now this is all the necessary change that we need right here. So in the next video, let's learn how to work with list view widgets. We'll need to work with this widget to be able to create this list right here as you see in this layout. So this is it for this video. If you find this video useful, give a like and subscribe for our channel so you can get notification when new videos are coming out. See you on the next one.